very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Chris Harris Jr. is not a name that rolls off the tongue quickly, but it should. He's one of the best cover corners in the league.
All right, here we go. Green, 39, Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
And the wideout in motion. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Out of the gun now on third down. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive... Touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Play clock winding down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing, Cook. And he will find his man on the outside. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
The play clock's running down. Now Cook. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd down following the incompletion. Shift together here from the D-line. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Breeze throwing under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
2nd down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. Toward the sideline, that's hauled in by Macklin. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Fielded at the 43. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And look at the big man rumble. The 20. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing, Cook. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
No, check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
Now Cook. And that'll be incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Leopard. Scott, here we go. Lead on the game. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Detroit! Here we go now. Lead on Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
All right, here we go. Lead on Philly. Over. Leopard. Back to Philly. Here we go.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the 1st here on 2nd down.
Back there. Here we go now. Blue 90. Over. Let's go. Blue 90. Leopard. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Over. No. All right, now, gone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's got the hookup with Conley. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Ready.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 88 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. If they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. On play action, it's Breeze. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They come up in an offset eye. Now Marshall, and he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Caught here by Conley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run with Marshall. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and how I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you, because you know there's three levels: defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the third level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
They'll run with Davis. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Kelsey out in the slot right. Now Breeze on third down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
No. Check. Patriot.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Philly. Here we go.
Now Cook. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing, Cook. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
No, check. Watch him now, Barney. Over. Detroit. Banjo.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Cooper's got it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Red zone opportunity. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye.
Detroit!
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And out come the Chiefs now. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Looking left side, that's caught by Maclin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This is Marshall. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Let's go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Blue line, Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play clock winding down. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And the wide out in motion.
Gone!
Check, go back. We got motion. Back up.
Now Cook. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And Hill with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hey, easy. Rush it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Stays on his feet. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. They come out here in the eye. And here's Marshall. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve.
Go!